Hello, sunflowers. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back. My name is Rose. This is TheRoseLife, and today I'm going to share with you guys an super easy pearl bow keychain. Okay, you can add this anywhere. You can get really creative. You can use any kind of bead colors that you like. The possibilities are endless. So I'm going to share what I'm using, and I'm going to try to link things on my Amazon list so that you guys can purchase the things that I purchased, and I'll share with you guys the size and what I'm using today. So we'll start out with the big pearls on the top. Those are a size 10 mm, and then the little pearls on the bottom are a size 6 mm. Then you're going to need pliers. You need this type of plier to cut. And then I have these right here. They are listed in my Amazon. I do also have the rings because I plan on turning this into a keychain. So I have some little jump rings, and then also the little key rings, lobster, I think they're called like lobster rings or something like that, to clip. I do apologize for not knowing the exact name, but you're gonna need those, or maybe this. So I have those on the side, and again, I will link whatever I can find. I will link so you guys can, find it easy. And you will need this type of floral wire, and I actually purchased this at Dollar Tree from the garden section. The brand is called Floral Garden Floral Wire. There's another name for this wiring too. It's like the metal thin wire. $26 is the number that I have. Okay, and it's going to be really nice because you want something that bends and just, you can wiggle around. Things you will need: pliers, 10 mm and 6 mm fake pearls, floral wire, ribbon or tulle, jump rings, and lobster clasps. I have these things on my Amazon if you need. So I'm going to grab about, I would say maybe 12 inches. I know you're not going to be able to see the whole thing, but about 12 inches. Like I would even do maybe even 14, 15 inches just to make sure you have enough wiring for this project. Also, don't get nervous and think you're going to mess up, because you're not. You got this. So the pearls always count, because you're going to end up with something like this. And this is just to show you guys that you want to have it even on both sides so that it looks even. So whatever amount you put on the left, you're going to put on the right. Whatever amount you put on the left over here on this part, because I didn't get to finish it, you're also going to put it in the right so it could be even. And make sure you have a few of these so that they could stand out. It would be like 3, just one right here and on both ends. So you're just gonna cut as much as you need, whatever size you want to use. So now what I like to do is just have like a U, the shape of a U, and I kind of cross it just to be able to hold it a little bit better. I have glitter and everything all over me. So let's start putting the beads, and I'm gonna put it in one side. It's gonna fall like that. And you're gonna keep going. I'm gonna put about 12 on each. So you're gonna start out with 12. Okay, so I have 12. And now what I'm going to do is use the bigger pearl. So these are the smaller ones. And then I'm just going to slide through the bigger size. And it should look like this. Okay, so your next step is grab your left and you're going to insert right here. And it's going to come across like that. And you pull like this. Okay? So we have it pulled. And now we're going to repeat the same thing we did to this side. I used 12 beads. You're going to use 12 beads again. Okay, I finished with my pearls. I'm going to grab the end and I am going to insert it again to the middle where the big pearl is at and just cross over. So we're repeating the same step as earlier. And now you have your perfect bow. As you can see, it's coming along very, very lovely. And tighten it and make sure that the ends are nice and even as possible. And if you have to squiggle around, the beads just to make sure the ends are fitting, do so. Now we're going to start with the legs of the bow, I would say, the straight part. And I'm just going to add, again, 12 pearls. I want everything to be even. So whatever you put on this leg, you're going to put in the other leg. This leg is now completed, so we're going to add the large pearl, which is the 10 mm. I'm going to add it to the end. So now you're going to need your pliers, because what we're going to do is actually make a little loop at the end. I'm sorry, I noticed sometimes I was off of the camera. It was not easy recording like this. You're going to grab your pliers and make a little hole, a little loop. That is the goal that we're looking for. And then once you hold it down, you're going to grab the wire and just, tighten it all around. And here I'm just shaping up the circle because I noticed that I kind of like smashed it a little bit. So I'm going to fix that just so that the circle is, you know, more round. And then you just clip the extra wiring that you don't need. It's looking so cute already. I see the vision. It's really nice when it starts to come together. So you should start seeing it like this. And now we're going to just fill up this leg and put 12 beads as well. So we filled up our leg and now we're going to grab the bigger pearl, and this is what it's looking like. We're going to repeat the same process. You're going to make a hole, like a loop. Grab your pliers to hold it together and wire it around, loop it around until it's tight, and proceed to clip it when you get it to your like. And then with the pliers, I like to just go around the wire just to make sure that it's not sticking out the extra metal. I don't want to get poked. I don't want no one to get hurt either. Yay! So we finished. This is the complete look. Now you can keep it just like this, and you can put like a little jump ring, a little clip, and then you can have it, you know, as a keychain. Or you could follow the next steps, which is like an extra pop to it. I really do suggest adding some ribbon or tulle. The next step is adding a bow. This step is optional. You can use thin ribbon or tulle, be creative. So I do have something similar in my Amazon craft list. You can go ahead and check it out. I tried to find a tool for you guys that looks similar to this one. And basically, you're just going to make a bow, you're going to tie a knot, and with tulle, you have to kind of play around with the tulle to make sure that the top looks nice and flat. But I just wanted to show you really quick how it looks. Look at that pop and the difference between just keeping it by itself or adding a ribbon. Like, I really, in my opinion, I really like adding the ribbon bow to it because it's just gonna make it, like, for me, 10 times much better. Like, it really shows. But you can leave it alone. Remember, I'm just very extra. I'm a very extra person. I would say that I am like a maximalist, but you do what you like, and you can use any color tool. Like, there's so many different options to make this look so pretty. So I'm just making sure that the knot is not too tight because I'm going to stick a wire that goes horizontally across. And now I'm just making sure that I'm getting the bow exactly how I want. Maybe do some last minute, maybe trimming. So grabbing a little piece of wire, I'm going across. I do apologize that it's off the screen and you cannot see it. But what I'm basically doing is just putting the wire right across. I do apologize. I didn't realize that it was going to be off the screen. It's a little bit difficult sometimes recording like this, but I just put it across as you can see. And the reason why I put the metal wire is because that's what's going to hold the pearl bow to the tool. So it's kind of going to work like glue in a way. And right now, this is driving me so crazy that I did not grab this in the screen. I am so sorry. I realized too late. But anyway, you're going to grab one of the ends of the little metal and you're just going to bring it underneath the bow. inside, however you want to do this, but you just want to make sure that you're attaching the bow and you're putting the metal and around it so that it holds in together. But you can see kind of what I did here. I basically just attached it and I hit it right underneath. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And it should look like this. I'm basically finished and I'm just making sure that it looks cute. We have one more step left, which is grab a big jump ring. And basically we're going to put the jump ring around the knot in the back. We're going to close it together. Again, off screen. Oh my goodness. But you see what I mean? I just closed it. But you got to see what I meant to do. And then we're going to grab another 2 jump rings so that I'm able to connect it to the lobster clasp. So we're going to close this one as well. So now you have 2 of the jump rings in the back. You're going to grab your lobster clasp and a jump ring, and you're going to attach it to the 2 jump rings that we put in the back. And then we're going to seal it up and we're good to go. All right, we are now finished and you have a new keychain. This is the final outcome. It's beautiful. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button. I really want to know what you guys think. Are you going to make these? Are you going to make any? Make sure you tag me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.